Linux is first. Okay, now depending on how you're going to install it, you can install it with snap or apt. But yeah, installing for Blender, you can download it and just install it by just double clicking on it, installing it. It depends on what flavor of Linux that you use, but I believe they have. Okay, if you install with Snap, the benefit to that is that Snap will keep Blender up to date. You don't have to download it every time there's a new version and install it yourself. You can run Blender from the terminal. There are actually reasons to be doing this. A lot of them have to do with if you are developing a plugin or an add-on or something, or you are doing something where you need to include like the rendering of something in a script itself. So it actually allows you to do that. It's a pretty cool feature. All right, avoiding Alt-Mouse conflict. So Blender uses Alt-Mouse to sort of simulate the third mouse button, but it actually is a conflict with GNOME and KDE. Okay, so for GNOME, enter the following into a command line. It's just gsettings set org.gnome-desktop.wm.preferences mouse button modifier and change it to super. Easy enough. KDE, go to system settings, window management, window behavior, window actions, and just switch from alt to MetaKey. Yeah, I am a big MetaKey fan. I don't know. Personal preference. I've got most of my window manager based sort of things tied to Meta, and anything else starts with control and then something else. So, or control shift, control, whatever. I have very few things that use alt as the solo modifier, except for some certain shortcuts within programs. But yeah, so you definitely want to avoid any sort of modifier conflict or a shortcut conflict with the windowing system, because that's just bad juju. You'll end up with weird stuff happening. Okay, like I said before, you can download it, but if you download it and install it directly, it doesn't auto update. So you're going to have to just download it every time there's a new release. However, if you do install it with a package manager, it makes it 1,000 times easier, especially with Snap, because Snap just automatically updates, based on settings, of course. But if you want to have a little bit more control, you can either change that or go with apt-get or just apt and just update it when you want.